Afternoon. Hang on, let me clean up some stuff real quick. You know that gets me in trouble a lot, so we're gonna do that. Okay. Ugh. Hello, hello, hello. Finally made it. Oh, hang on, I can't see the comments. Oh gosh. Okay. Honey Bear, just stay inside. Ooh. Hi, Trina. You're the first one here in North Dakota. Hello. Hello, hello. Let's wait a second because I just all the announcements need to go out and all that good stuff. Hi Ruth Debbie, my love. Oh, thank you. Hi Kay Moss. Hello. Hi Barbara. Hi Marcy. Hi Russ. Hi Jane. Hi Bear Blue. Hi Marianne. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I'm just checking out. Okay, so really quick before I forget, I'm doing a live fold-it review, reveal tonight, but at 6:30. Usually we do everything at night at 5 p.m. Pacific, but this one has to be at 6:30 because the kids are going to be here. So let's see. Thank you, Creatively Stitching. Hi, Sharon in Michigan. Hi, Margaret. Hi, Carol. Hi, Patricia. Hi, Dragonfly Dreams. Let's see. Hi, Peggy. Let's see. Hi, Brenda. Hi, Okie Karen. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Barbie. I know you're like saying, look, she's like going, who are you talking to, Mom? Come here. You want to say hi? Come here, uppy, uppy. Oh, this little girl is getting big. So she's 16 pounds of fluff. But I'm a little late today because poor Honey Bear, no, yeah, don't kiss me right now. Ugh. She started vomiting this morning at 4 a.m. And I've been more or less awake since about 4 a.m. I tried to go back to sleep. I think I did a little while. But then they started doing construction at 6:45 in front of our house or where we live. So I had to, she vomited again like half an hour ago. So Dr. Google said to give her scrambled eggs. So I had to make her a scrambled egg. And she ate half of it. I gave her only half because I wanted to go slow. So, but she's getting there. Hi, Sheila. Hi, Francis. Hi, Bella Andrews. Hi, Trina. Oh, she's working on her homework. Yay, yay. I know. Poor thing. I know. I feel so bad for her. So hang on. She thinks she's a lap dog, which I'm totally fine with, but she's not necessarily the size for to be a lap dog. Hang on. There we go. Is that better? Is that better? Maybe you just lay there. Okay. Okay. Just lay there. Get some love from mama. Get some love from mama. So yeah, poor baby. I don't know. We had a party yesterday for the boys because I cannot believe this. Those of you that have been around a while know the whole story about the kids, the boys, and I won't go into it, but you can go find old videos. They're going to be 6. And so we had a party for them yesterday. And let me just tell you, the theme, I know everybody likes to know the theme each year. The theme this year is kind of silly, but it was perfect. It was blue and green. Because right now they're very into their favorite colors. One's favorite color is blue. One's favorite color is green. So everything was blue and green. The napkins, the plates, the decorations, the balloons, I made them little birthday crowns. I'll have to show you the birthday crowns I made them. I used Stamps of Life products, of course. I used the starched felt to make little crowns for them. They were so cute. Actually, let me go get one really quick because I need to. I know Dragonfly Dream says I can't believe they're 6. I know that's how I feel. Hang on a second. I want to get one of the crowns for you. Won't fit on my head. Okay, look. Oh, look. Look, I made them little crowns. So one was blue and one was green. And it fit them better than me. It fit them more like this. So simple. I just cut. This is one half a sheet of the starched felt, right? And then I used our birthday numbers and then our stars. And so there's 6 stars, right? And as soon as I gave it, and then I just sewed our seam binding on with my sewing machine. And let me just tell you, and it's perfect because I didn't have to measure their heads. But what was so cute is I gave it to Miller and he's like, oh, that 6 looks good, Nana. Black and white look really good together. And I said, well, thank you very much, Miller. So, yeah, I thought that, and you know what? I was surprised. One of them wore it the entire time. One of them didn't think it was a very good idea and didn't want to wear it, which was fine. I just said, you have to take it for your picture when I'm taking your picture for your candle. But after that, but yeah, so we did, so funny. One of them, and I'm trying to be a little bit more general just because to protect them, their privacy a little bit more. But one of them's favorite thing is to make his own burritos. And so we got from a local restaurant, like a thing of beans, a thing of rice, I had cheese here, cheese. We got chicken fajitas, and then they got to make their own. Oh, I forgot to put the sour cream out. I just realized I had sour cream. Dummy. But like there was guacamole there, so you could make your own burrito, right? Or taco, whatever you wanted. We had flour and corn tortillas, the typical Mexican dinner, right? Perfect. But the other one, for his birthday dinner, he wanted Sprite and French fries. And I'm like, well, you know what? We're getting Mexican food. I don't really know where to get French fries. So I found frozen French fries and I put them in my air fryer and made that child some French fries. So yes, he got French fries. And then for dessert, they don't like cake. So even though I did get some mini cupcakes for everybody else, they don't like cake. And so they wanted a ice cream sundae bar. So what did I get for the ice cream sundae bar? Well, we had 3 different ice creams. So we had this caramel, blah, blah, blah ice cream, vanilla. And one of them said, there's nothing better than vanilla. I said, oh, great. I'm glad I have it. And then one was Neapolitan. And then, so that was the 3 ice creams. Then there was, are you ready for all this? There was mini marshmallows, crushed pineapple, rainbow sprinkles, maraschino cherries, chocolate chip cookie pieces, Hershey's syrup for chocolate, hot fudge, caramel, and I think the only other item is whipped cream. Oh, and chocolate sprinkles. So everybody got to make their own sundae, and that went really well actually. And yeah, so we had a great day. But all of that said, to tell you, that is why my dog is throwing up, because she ate something she shouldn't have. She believes that anything on the floor is food, including plastic beads. She's eaten plastic beads. How do I know? Because I see it when it comes out the other end. She will eat anything. It doesn't matter. Legos. She ate Lila's pacifier last night. She chewed up the entire plastic. It was awful. I have it on my list to buy Kirsten some new ones. I feel so bad. But yeah, it was totally crazy. It was a wonderful, Sharon says her sugar went up just listening to me. Okay. Yeah. And then, Nana, I don't give them sugar. I'm not the grandma Nana that gives, because we're helping with them. Right. So we don't, now that they go to kindergarten, they're at school a lot, but I'm around a lot more than a normal grandma would be. And so I limit their red 40 for one. So I was glad they didn't like the maraschino cherries, because I don't know. But like I limit their sugar. Like they don't get sugar from me. Every once in a while, like if we have a treat, I'll say, well, you have to eat 3 pieces of cheese before you can have that. And then that's how I get some protein in them. But last night, Nana went crazy. At one point, they wanted to try just Hershey syrup. So I said, okay, open your mouth. And I was squirting Hershey syrup into their mouths. Then, of course, we were doing whipped cream. We do whipped cream all the time, because I do that. And then, but then the caramel sauce is in a jar. Smucker's caramel sauce. You can put it in the microwave. So I'm like, open your mouth, and I'm pouring caramel sauce down in their mouths. Kirsten was like, no, they're going to be crazy tonight. But it was fun. Yes, you're right, Tracy. Sugar is not good for anyone. It's very bad. But on the special occasion, I went crazy. I let them have it, like whatever. And they got mini cupcakes. So yes, it was a great it was fun. So yeah, there is a New York blizzard, and I saw a Philadelphia blizzard too. Um, so Bear Blue says, Erica said, hello, I'm new here, but I'm having a hard time finding your live videos. Oh, Erica, I'm sorry to hear that. Are you subscribed to our YouTube channel and our Facebook page? They usually send out like emails or notifications. I think once you click the subscribe on the YouTube, you also have to click the little bell to get notifications. Try that. Kelly says she might need a vet visit if not better soon, if she had that dessert. I think cherries. Yeah. So the good news is I know she didn't get any chocolate or cherries, the dog. Little concerned there were onions in the fajitas. So I am watching her like crazy. Like the internet at 4 a.m. said if she's lethargic. Well, so far she really hasn't been lethargic at all. And she's not throwing up anything. It's just yellow. Like, so I don't know. So I will be watching her like crazy today because the vet's only a few blocks away. So I will be taking her if needed. But yes, Kelly, I'm definitely really watching her. The funny thing is though, is Lila is almost 2 and she's very good at sharing. She'll walk around the house and have food in her hand, and she's exactly the same height as Honey Bear's mouth. So she'll hold something right like this while she's eating it, and the dog will help herself. So we taught last night, Lila, we said, hold it up high so the doggy doesn't get it. So she's holding it way above her head so the dog couldn't get it. So that was actually helpful. Ponty says, yes, it's difficult for her to find the lives watching on Facebook. That is so crazy. I don't get it. So Thursday at 5 p.m. Pacific for Stephanie's Crafting Corner. Thank you, Reagan, for letting her know. And then, Mondays are usually around 10:15-ish, give or take, because like today I had to make scrambled eggs for the sick dog. And then tonight, anything we ever do at night is always at 5 p.m. Pacific, but not tonight because the kids are coming over. So Ken's like, let me schedule it for 6:30. That way you have time and you're not rushed. And I said, that's perfect. So, Teresa's buying comforters for her plants that she doesn't usually cover because of the cold snap. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. I don't know why you guys don't get notifications. That's crazy. Okay, so let's talk about Saturday. So some of you follow me on my personal Instagram or my personal Facebook, and otherwise it's private. I mean, you can request to be my friend, and as long as you're not some weirdo, I usually say yes. But like I do check the profiles just to make sure there's certain people I don't want to follow me. And there's I sometimes will post personal things, not very often, but I sometimes will. But Saturday night, Ken and I were at a concert, and a little backstory because some people were asking. I am a huge fan of Toby Mac, but I'm also a big fan of Crowder. And in the past, I've gotten to do a meet and greet with Toby Mac in the past, Ken and I have, where you just, seriously, you just fist bump, say hi, smile, take a picture, God bless you, and leave, right? That's it. It's not like we had dinner together. It's just a very quick boom, 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 boom. Well, how I get those is before a lot of his concerts, he offers, like, this last time it wasn't on eBay, but in the past it's been on eBay, where you can bid on first row tickets and a chance to say hi and take a photo. And all the money goes to a Christian charity. And so, when it's something like that, I'm more likely to spend a little bit more than I normally would. And I'm like, Ken, okay, this is our Christmas presents. This is our Valentine's presents. This is our anniversary presents all rolled into one. That made it like spread out. So that's a little better. So I didn't get anything for Valentine's Day, obviously, because of this. So, sorry. So we got to the concert, and we have to go to will call to get our special tickets, right? So we got the special tickets and then the little information on where we're going to meet him. Now, in the past, excuse me, we did it before the concert started. This time, they had us meet. So the concert starts at 7. Jeremy Camp and then Crowder were the opening acts, even though they could do their own concerts. So it said meet at 8:15. Concert starts at 7. And I said, I better not be missing any Crowder, because I knew Jeremy Camp went on first. I better not be missing any Crowder. Well, the schedule was that I got to see like 3 songs of Crowder, and then I had to make the decision. Do I stay in the front row watching Crowder, or do I go say hi to Toby Mac? It was a very difficult decision. In all honesty, it was a totally difficult decision. So I posted on my Facebook, quick, who do you pick, Toby Mac or Crowder? Because I don't know if I even made the right decision still. So I ended up missing, Kenny and I ended up missing about 15 minutes of Crowder, which was very to me. So we did go see, obviously, Toby Mac. And, we got to say hi and all that kind of stuff, whatever, took a picture. But the point being, I missed a lot of Crowder. And I don't think I'm over it yet. I did get to see him. Do Grave Robber, which is like my favorite song. I love that song, listening to it in the shower, because I have all these hand motions that I do, wash my soul, all this stuff. But I was very sad that I didn't get to see the full Crowder. And what they did was they tried to overlap it with when they do the little talk about Food for the Hungry. We've adopted like 3 kids. One of the kids that we adopted for Food for the Hungry is Kirsten's age, so he's in his 30s. So I'm thinking that they just transfer it to another kid and don't tell you, because we're still paying. Ken's like, the guy's on Social Security. Why are we still paying for this kid? Why don't they give us a new one? But it's just, you just send the money and whatever. But yeah, it was yeah, I love that song. So are you okay? You want to go outside, or are you okay? So got to see that song. Got to also go to Texas Roadhouse for dinner, which was very exciting. We had 35 minutes to eat dinner. And we just told our server, we're in a hurry. Can you just bring us a whole bunch of rolls and the apple butter, and we'll take our meals to go. So we ate she brought everything. Boom, we got to eat. It was great. We still got to eat. So it was a lovely night. Still not 100% sure I made the right choice. Okay, hang on. Do you want to go out? I'm embarrassed to admit it, you guys, but it's nice and warm here. It's got to be at least 70 degrees. And I know everybody is like freezing cold. Let me see. Oh, I'm sorry. It's only 66, but it feels nice. Yeah. So let me just tell you, it was a crazy busy weekend. And then, so we got home, and then I feel really bad because this is the longest we've ever left Honey Bear. So when we leave Honey Bear, she's 8.5 months. We keep her only she's contained just to our room. She has access to go outside to go potty, which is very important to me. And she can go in our bathroom or our bedroom, right? And so she's nice and safe. She's fine. I give her a lot of lick mats and all these little, I hide treats around that room while she's not in the room. So they're like little Easter eggs to find. And so, I mean, she was fine, right? She was fine. But we got home about 11:35. And then I'm the type of person that I need to like wind down. I can't just go to sleep. Ken was asleep by 11:38. I like need to wind down, calm down. And then by the time I calmed down enough to like think about sleeping, it was like 12:30. I think I got to sleep about 1. And then of course, church the next morning. So I'm waking up and I'm like going, oh my goodness. I'm like, how do people drink? Because we don't even drink. And I was like, whoa, Nelly. I was like, So got to church, came home, got straight into party mode, had a party. Everybody left by 6:45. And Ken and I were just like, zombies. So today I'm still kind of in zombie mode. But other than that, it was a fantastic weekend. And I made, do you guys see the crowns? I made the boys crowns. So all Stamps of Life products, thank you very much, because what else would I use? But yeah, it was a great, wonderful time. Yeah, it was a whirlwind, Norma. It really was. Oh, and, well, I didn't even tell you this part. Friday night, we had a little scare with my dad. I won't go into details, but we had a little scare with my dad. So they called me, and I'm very good in emergencies. I can snap into place and I can zero in focus, right? That's part of the ADHD, but like I can just go, boom, we're going to take care of it, right? Like I'm a really good person to call when you need help immediately. So I've gotten to Kirsten's house in about 5 minutes, and that was when I was in my pajamas. So like, I mean, I'm pretty good. Okay. So my parents called, and I heard like 3 words, and I'm like, I'm getting my socks on right now. I grabbed some socks, didn't even match, didn't matter, but I grabbed my socks. I'm getting my shoes on. I'm like, okay. And then the freaking traffic, it's like 30-minute drive. And I'm like, how can it be? How do my parents live so far away? But got to them. Everything ended up being fine, so no issues. But then, so that was, and Ken went with me, but Ken had just woken up from his nap. So he was like in la la land. He was like going, what's happening? I'm like, get in the car. He's like, I need to brush my teeth first. I said, no, you don't. Get in the car. So he's running holding his shoes, running to the car. I'm, of course, driving because I am a very aggressive driver when needed to be. I am embarrassed to admit that. But I'm a very good focused driver, whereas Ken takes La La Land Road. So I got us there faster than he would have. So, but everything was fine. In the end, it was all good. So yeah, it was. I would appreciate the prayers for my dad, though. Thank you. What did I use for the crown? Is it dies from Stamps of Life? Okay, so here you go. This is just I took I kind of like hand cut. This is hand cut. The crown itself is just hand cut because I don't want to sell you something that's it's just 5 points, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I kind of measured them out so they kind of like line up, but everything else is Stamps of Life. So the felt is all the starched felt. I use adhesive sheets on the back of all the felt. This is the birthday numbers. So remember, it could be a 6 or it could be a 9. Seam binding from Stamps of Life. And I used I found out that my sewing machine was the best way to attach this. So it would really, really stay. Now, if I wanted to be fancy, I could have stitched with my sewing machine around all of this. Yeah, didn't need to, right? The adhesive works fine. Is this going to last until they're 36? No, but it will last as long as they want it to. And I thought it was pretty cute. Don't you think it's cute? And it was perfect because they weren't here for me to measure their heads. And so this idea was perfect. I saw like a Instagram reel where she was selling a kit to make this. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Because then you could hand cut everything. I'm like, oh my gosh, everybody has dies for that. So yeah, boom, there you go. And so easy, so simple. Ruth Debbie, I've already told my dad you're going to be here in June. I've already told him. But yeah, seriously. And of course I use their favorite colors. The stars, just so you know, are all the same sizes and colors on each crown to make sure they're the same. The only difference is one is blue and one is green. That's the only difference. Got to make sure everything is the same. But yeah, it turned out really, I thought it turned out really cute and so simple. I was like, I put on my things of list to do for the party. I put crowns with the question mark because I wasn't sure I'd be able to get it done. But seriously, this might have taken 20 minutes, maybe. Just die cutting and slapping it on there. So again, I didn't sew anything except the straps. That's it. So, yeah. My dad is home. Yes. Thank you, Anne. Thank you. Yeah. Everything's fine. He came to the party yesterday, So yes, he's fine. A lot of pain, like his hip and his leg are giving him some, pain. Allie says, please pray for my husband. He has another foot infection in both feet. Oh, we're at the doctor 2 times a week. It gets expensive. Alley Cat, okay, let me tell you, my parents have been at the doctors a lot lately. And they're not getting, I don't know like what the deal is, but both of them, my mom had a cold. She went to the doctor twice. Then my dad has this pain issue. Things are not getting fixed. I don't know what the deal is. Like, why are they not being taken care of? I'm very frustrated with all of this. Oh, Reagan's cat has a UTI. Poor baby. Suzanne says, do you have any videos on how to easily get the die cuts off the cards when they arrive? I don't have an official one, but I will show you one right now. So here. Okay, I'll do it on this one. Hang on, I got to take off this part. Okay, so this is a die that they sent me that you won't see for a year, so don't even look at it. So this is like the prototype die I get. Now, a lot of people think that when you get your cards in the mail and they look like this, when you get it in the mail and you open it, a lot of people think you're supposed to pull the dies off like that. Or let me do it on this one, like this, pull it off like this. And sometimes they don't come off as easily, right? That one actually came off easy. So what you want to do instead is do not pull the die off. I know that sounds really silly. Don't pull the die off. You're going to pull the paper off. I know that sounds crazy. There is a difference, though. There really is a difference. So what you're going to do is you're just going to hold the die and you're going to pull the paper off. And that makes a massive difference, which makes really no sense at all. I'm sure it's a physics thing, but it makes really no sense at all. But if you pull the cardstock off instead, it's so much easier. So much easier. So Suzanne, try that, love, and it will be so much easier. Yeah, this is a die Ken wanted me to make, so I made it. It's cute, but okay. So yeah, try that. Try that. Yeah, being older, as infections take longer to recover. That is so true. Eleanor says, I pulled the paper off the dies when doing my homework for the class. It worked great. Big difference. Right? I know. And why does it make that much of a difference? It's kind of insane. Because Suzanne, yeah, try it, love. But what's funny is you're going to say, Stephanie is nuts. Well, you already know I'm nuts. But you're going to go, okay, fine, I'll just try it, even though it's really weird. It's kind of like taking the adhesive paper off the adhesive sheets. And I always say, don't use your fingernail. Use the tip of your finger. And that sounds like a dumb thing to say, too. But it's true. It works better. The pad of your finger works better. It's weird. But pull the cardstock off, and it does work better. You can't make this stuff up, right? So crazy. But I'm glad you asked, because otherwise you'd be frustrated every time. I get it. I totally get it. Chris says, I like using the backer packaging and usually rip it. Oh yeah, still try it though. Still try it. Thank you, Tracy, about the puppy. She's out in the sun. She's doing good. You guys trust me, I'm really keeping an eye on her. Because I'm just so concerned. Vicky says, the healthcare for the elderly is horrible. We have been going through it with both my mom and mother-in-law. I know. I feel like maybe, and this is not all doctors, of course, but I feel like their doctors aren't listening to them. And I think it might be time for me to start going with them. Just because, like, my mom got a chest x-ray, but they gave her medicine before they looked at the chest x-ray. And I'm like, well, what did the chest x-ray show? And my mom's like, I don't know. They didn't look at it while I was there. But they gave her steroid medicine. And I'm like, well, why didn't they like check the chest x-ray and then prescribe you medicine? So it was in a different order. I don't know. I question a lot of it. I don't know. Dawn says she's having trouble with YouTube. Okay, but tonight, 6:30. I know it's a random time for me, and it's late for you guys on the East Coast. 9:30 on the East Coast. I'm gonna do the live reveal for the Fold It. I cannot believe it's already another month. You guys, last chance right this second. If you want the lollipop, you better go sign up now. But Debbie goes to her doctor's appointments for her dad. Yeah. Ask them to put you on the phone during the visit. Oh, Teresa. I love that idea, because their doctor's office is like an hour away from my home. And I mean, I know that sounds like selfish of me to say, but I do have to work sometimes. You know, one of those things called a job. But that would work. Sharon says it's the same with Cricut die cuts and sticky mats. Bend the mat to release them. There you go, right? Erica says, oh my gosh, I thought it was only my parents who didn't ask questions. Yeah, and you know what? I think my parents, when they get there, my mom had to wait 2 hours to see the doctor. I'm like, what? Like, okay, whatever. We won't go there. But I think she just gets so tired. She's sick and she's waiting. They finally call her back and she's just like, let me go home, you know? So I don't know. Doctor likes it too, Teresa said. I bet they do, because then it gets it all done in one time. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to do that because I need to hear this stuff. I am going to do that. I am. I love that idea. Good idea. Like, I didn't even think of that. So, okay. Tonight, 6:30, live Fold It Club reveal. Hang on. Let me think about which one it is. I got to remember. Oh, okay. I did the video for it already. Yeah, this is a good, wow. This is interesting because it's a very perfect, awesome, amazing spring theme. But if you switch one little thing, it could be any theme you want. That is pretty cool. So I want you. Teresa said the Fold It Club is her favorite club. Yay. Yay. I love that. Green Jean Betty says it's pretty standard to start prednisone before a chest x-ray. I sign up for their medical records as a proxy. Okay. Betty, thank you. Betty's a nurse. I love that, Betty. Okay, so I need to sign up for their medical records as a proxy. That is good. I'm writing this down. Medical proxy. Because I just want to make sure, you know, that they're being taken care of. Yeah, I tell them to write down their questions. I don't know if they always do. My parents don't always listen to me. You know how the roles start changing a little bit. But did the card kit sell out? I don't know. Faylene's not at the office yet. I don't know, so we can't ask her. Usually she sends me an email. She hasn't said. But if you're interested in that card kit club, go join now. And then if it is sold out, Faylene will give you the option of like 3 ones that didn't sell out. And you can pick one of those. Or I don't know what else she does. I don't know. She just does stuff. I don't know. She does things I don't even know what she's doing because she's so awesome. She just takes care of things. She's amazing. Yes. So the time is different tonight, Jane, 6:30 Pacific, because the children are going to be here. And because of kindergarten, I don't get to see them as much as I used to. We used to see them 4 days a week. Like we had to have them all day on Fridays and just like this whole thing. Right. And now because of kindergarten, they're not around as often, which makes me sad. I mean, obviously it's good for them, but it just, I don't, so yes. So 6:30 tonight, I will do the live. Teresa said the card kit will always show on the website. Thank you. I know those nesting dies are amazing, aren't they? Even when it's sold out, because we don't have like a sign that says sold out for that, which is kind of weird. Sharon says Faylene is our magic fairy godmother. She makes things happen. She does. She does. Oh, Marianne says that it takes time in the x-ray results. Radiologist has to review it. Okay. Oh, Faylene's here. Faylene, aren't you supposed to be on your way to work? You better not be texting and driving. She says we still have some card kits, but not many. So hurry up and join. Like today, card kits. Thank you, Faylene, but you better not be texting and driving. Oh, Kelly Thomas says, I cannot say how much I love, and want more of the beautiful flower gems. Oh, I know. Aren't they beautiful? Oh, she's getting gas. Okay, Faylene. That's allowed. You're allowed to text while you're getting gas. Oh, I apologize for this question, but whose kids are they? I thought the twins were your children. Oh, Erica, I love you for thinking that. They're my grandkids. They're my daughter's children, my oldest daughter's children. They just turned 6, but I'm honored that you thought they were, well, I mean, I act like they're mine, but there are grandkids. But because they're twins and they're boys, we've been around a lot to help. Because if you have twin boys, twin girls are a different thing. One of my best friends has twin girls and that are grown now. And she's like, twin girls are way different. They'll sit in color, but they're just so amazingly awesome. And so they live 5 minutes away. Well, no, if you run, it's 5 minutes. If you walk, it's 7 minutes. But so we like really see them a lot. But thank you for thinking they were mine. That's very kind. And being the grands are even better. So yes, so we have twin boys and then a little baby girl that's almost 2. Yes. Oh, Teresa said she got her pup set Saturday. Thank goodness before the snowstorm. Yes. Aren't they cute? The birthday doggies. I love them. I love them. The changes are hard as they get old. My granddaughters are 19 and 21, Jane said. I know, but it was the cutest thing. The hugger, one of them is a big hugger. And I apologize for not always saying their names, you guys. It's just, Kirsten really wants me to try to keep it like separate just because there's weirdos out there. But one of them is a very big hugger. And I was on the floor with them yesterday when they were opening some of their gifts. And he looked at me and he said, Nana, I did not give you your hug today. And I'm like, oh. And so we hug and we're sitting on the floor and we're just hugging. And he's the best hugger in the world. Seriously, the best hugger in the world. We're just hugging and rocking and hugging, and our eyes are closed and everybody's watching us but we don't even care. We just hug and we just hug. And I never let go until he lets go. I do not let go. I never let go with the children. I've learned that you hold on until they're done. And when they release, then you can release. It's a big difference. Because sometimes, you give a hug and you're like thinking that's enough. No. You just hug until they're done. And then he goes, okay, I'm done. I said, okay, thank you. And everybody's like, whoa, you are a good hugger. And I said, he's the best hugger in the world. And then the other one said, well, what about me? I said, well, okay, you can be the second best, but because he doesn't like to do arms. He just likes to stand there while I hug him. That doesn't count. Yeah. Hi, Ellen in East Texas. Hello. Faylene says, hi, friends. I'll be lurking on my drive to the office. You be careful, Faylene. We need you. You drive safe. So I think that's it. And it's already 11. Oh, my goodness. You guys, I have like the busiest week this week. So tonight, 6:30, special time. Sorry, 6:30. Tomorrow is our class at 5 o'clock. The link for the class was sent out. If you did not get the email with the link to the class, Dina told me how you can find it if you've already signed up for the class. You can also get the link in your account. Go to the website, make sure you're logged in, click on the videos page, click on the online classes link. All the classes you have purchased can be linked from there. And then you click the link and you'll be there. So the online class link has been sent out. So that's tomorrow night at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. Then we have Thursday, same time, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, the Crafting Corner / HSN live reveal. Then on Saturday, we have 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. You guys are going to get so sick of me this week. Saturday is the live reveal of the Stamp and Die Hard Club. These months are flying, you guys. I can't keep up. Then Sunday morning, Stephanie gets up extra early and Ken drives me to the airport so I can go to HSN. And let's pray the snow melts because I got 1 billion inches of snow this week. Ay. Erica, are the classes for beginners? They're for anyone. Unfortunately, this one's sold out, but we do 3 or 4 classes a year. We actually have some that did not sell out that are still on the website that you can watch the recorded version. But they are seriously, as long as you know how to die cut, you're good. As long as you know how to die cut. I don't do anything tricky because tricky is not always fun, right? I always want it to be fun. So yes, anyone can do it. Absolutely anyone can do it. Chris said, class tomorrow, you made me use 7 pieces of gorgeous color glitter cardstock. That was hard to do. I know, right? That cardstock, I mean, that glitter cardstock is gorgeous. I love it. Okay, so, and probably not a no makeup Monday next week. Probably not, just because my schedule is so discombobulated when I'm there. It's like I land Sunday night, get to the hotel, eat some dinner, get up extra early, go get a quick breakfast so I can get to the studios to start setting up the tables. So probably not. I always try to do something, but it won't be probably. Just count on no. And if something happens that day, woohoo, but it probably won't. Okay. Sharon says she has learned so much from the classes she's taken. Yay, that's awesome. Okay, everyone, I need to get out of here. I love you so much. Thanks for hanging out with me on a Monday morning. I will give you an update on the dog. She's sleeping peacefully under my legs. She ate half the scrambled egg and it stayed down. So that's good news. I'll give her a little bit more of it later. But okay, I do not have times yet for HSN. They usually start sending it out to a week before at like 5 p.m. Pacific. So I might have it by class time tomorrow night. Okay. Take care. There could be more snow next week, Teresa said, in Pennsylvania. Stephanie's never driven in snow. I hope that sun starts shining. Okay, you guys, I love you so much. Have a great day. God bless you. And I will see you tonight at 6:30 Pacific time, 9:30 Eastern time. Take care. Bye-bye. Gotta find